check your YouTube if it has played. Has it come on your live? Is it there on your live like that? Have you seen it?
Let me check on my YouTube.
You're seeing it?
Yes, I can see you.
Introduction to Money Mastery, right? Money Mindset Mastery.
Is it the one? No.
No, like, have you? Yeah, like, as the staff jumped on. Yeah, are you the one watching? I'm seeing one person has jumped on. One person is live.
Yes, I think it's me.
It's you, eh?
Uh,
First, try to drop a comment. Just drop in a comment, and then I see if it is you. That person has gone off again. Maybe. It's
uh,
but you can hear me on YouTube. Eh? If you go to YouTube, can you hear me?
no.
You cannot hear me on YouTube. That means you're not watching. Are you watching
Can hear you now.
on YouTube? So you can stream from YouTube.
I'm watching.
All right. So let's go to today's topic.
Okay, so let me go off on from YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. It's fine. Money mindset mastery is what we are going to talk about. Let me try to enlarge my screen. So basically, this chapter is very large. Yeah? This chapter is too long. Mm? The chapter of money mindset mastery is too long. Mm? When you talk about money mindset mastery, it deals with your perception, how you perceive money. Mm? If you had started following us from I think you covered chapter one, then we missed chapter two. Did you cover chapter one? Were you able to cover chapter one? If you're streaming on YouTube, you can be responding through what? Through you can be streaming through, can be replying, can be responding to me through text. You can be chatting. So I was saying, before money enters your pocket, it must enter your mind first. We have talked about this several times. The greatest battle, or the greatest financial battle is not in the bank. mm. The greatest financial battle is not in your side hustle. The greatest financial battle that you will ever have is in your mindset. Is in your mindset. Most young people do not fail because of lack of money. They fail because of wrong beliefs about money. Mm. So many of us we have been given different beliefs about money. Some people think money is evil. Some people think that money is the root cause of all evil, because they misinterpret certain scriptures in the Bible, which is not true. You cannot rise financially above the level of your mindset. That is very true. You can never rise financially above the level of your mindset. What you think about money is what will make you become wealthy, or it is what will make you become poor. Mm? What you think about money is what will make you become rich or will make you become poor. If you have a negative mindset towards money, you will never grow financially. But if you have a positive mindset towards money, you will always grow financially. Therefore, when we talk about money mindset mastery, we talk about two things in two categories of mindset. We talk about wealth mindset, and we talk about poverty mindset, because each and every young person falls under what? Under these two categories. Each and every young person falls under these two categories. You either fall under poverty mindset, or you fall under what? Wealth mindset. When you talk about poverty mindset, this is the mindset that keeps so many young people broke. Poverty mindset is the mindset that keeps so many young people broke. Mm? This is the mindset that keeps so many young people broke. Mm? So, uh, there are in all these categories of categories of poverty mindset. They are they have what they call traits. Traits, the characters. Someone who has a poverty mindset, how do they behave? Someone who has a negative a wealth mindset, how does that person behave when it comes to things to do with wealth, to things to do with finance? How does that person think? Eh? That is what I want to share with you right now. Now, someone who has a negative mindset, or a poverty mindset, or a loser's mindset, they have what they call scarcity thinking. Scarcity thinking. Scarcity thinking. When you give that person money, for example, you give that person 500,000 Ugandan shillings to go and start with a business. That person will just look at 500,000 and he or she will be like, Kochobin, that money is too small. 500K is too small for me to start a business. You give them 1 million, they look at 1 million still in the same way. 1 million is too small for me to start a business. All right, Prince. Okay. All right. So let me continue now. Okay, I'm seeing you're following. Okay. So 500,000, if you give to such a person with a poverty mindset, that person will look at it like it is a very small amount of money. You give them 10 million, they look at 10 million like it is a very small amount of money. So they have a scarcity what? Scarcity thinking. They, there is some anything that you give to that person is never enough. Anything that you give to that person is never enough. Therefore, there are also other traits that someone with a poverty mindset will always have. Another trait is what they call short-term satisfaction, choosing pleasure today over progress tomorrow. Someone who has a negative mindset, a poverty mindset, they choose to enjoy life right now. They choose to be in the comfort zone right now. They choose pleasure at the early stage, at a stage where they're supposed to be learning, at a stage where they're supposed to be progressing, planting. They choose to enjoy life. Then tomorrow, when they grow big, they grow old, things become so rough on their side. Things become so what? Things become so heavy on their side. You see. Therefore, someone who has a poverty mindset will always struggle financially because of such characters, such traits, such negative traits. Another trait of someone with a poverty mindset is what they call fear of trying. Fear of trying. What if I fail? That is the word that is full in their mouth. What if I fail? What if I fail? What if I lose my money? They fear investing money. They fear saving money. They fear trying new things. That is people with poverty mindset. They fear trying new things. They fear trying new things. That is people with poverty mindset. That is how they behave. They fear trying new things. Their life is full of fear. You tell them, you know what? With with 100,000, you can start something. With 10 million, you can start a business. They will be like, what if I lose my 10 million? Their life is full of fear. Then another trait, another character of someone with a poverty mindset, they keep blaming the government. They keep blaming their parents. They keep blaming where they come from. Hello, Emma.
Hey, today you've been alone.
No, I'm not alone. You can go and stream on YouTube.
Oh,
Mr. Prince is on YouTube. I'm just trying some things out.
okay.
Just log on YouTube. You are going just go on our channel. You are going to find me live. Then you drop a comment so I can prove. Okay. All right. Uh, Prince, that is Emma, your classmate. So I was saying, someone with a poverty mindset, they keep blaming the government. They keep blaming the government. They keep blaming their parents. They keep blaming their background. Hey, I come from a poor background. Hey, my father is not rich. Hey, I'm an orphan. That is someone with a poverty mindset. People with poverty mindset, their whole life is full of complaining. They complain a lot. Mm? They complain a lot. Mm? That is someone with a poverty mindset. Mm? Their whole life is full of what? Complaining. You understand? Let us continue. Spending to impress. We have talked about this one several times. Prince, we have talked about this several times, and it is repeated in this book so many times. Someone with a poverty mindset, they buy things to impress people. They buy things to impress people. I gave an example last time that even if their clothings are still doing okay, even if they still have a good phone, their phones are still doing okay. They will always want to buy things just to show to people that I can afford this. I can afford to do this. Their phones are still doing okay. They want to go and buy a new phone. Just to show off. Buying things to impress people. That is a person with a poverty mindset. Let us continue. Believing money is hard to get. I talked about this one in the previous class with those students of 9 p.m. I told them that if you have a poverty mindset, you will always look at money like money is hard to get. Because you don't know that money follows certain principles. For example, I told you people that money follows value, money follows skills, money follows patience, money is attracted to discipline. I told you people all those. Money is attracted to discipline. mm. Money is attracted to discipline. So someone who does not know all these kinds of principles, how money is attracted, that person will always keep on complaining that money is hard to get. Money is hard to get. Therefore, that person will always have what they call financial stress. They will struggle emotionally. Mm. So if you have such a mindset, you'll keep borrowing money to consume. You'll keep borrowing money. If you have a poverty mindset, you'll keep borrowing money to consume. Mm. You'll keep borrowing loans and loans and loans and loans on you. If you have a poverty mindset. Now, let's talk about our wealth mindset because I'm seeing our time is running so fast. Let us talk about a wealth mindset. Someone with a wealth mindset. This mindset attracts opportunity, increases income, and builds wealth. Someone with a wealth mindset, someone who has a wealth mindset, their brain will always attract opportunity. Even if you give them 500,000, they'll be like, okay, this 500,000, I'm going to look for ways of what of turning it into a bigger opportunity. Their life is not, they don't complain about the money you give them. You give them 200K, they look for ways of pushing that 200K what to they look a way of pushing that 200K what to 300K. 300K to 400K, 400K to 500K. That is someone with what? With a wealth mindset. Long-term planning. They don't plan in weekends, they don't plan in days, they don't plan in months. They plan in decades. Someone with a wealth mindset, they plan in decades. They plan in decades. Someone with a wealth mindset, they plan in decades. So it is very important for you to have a wealth mindset. Taking responsibility for one's life, financial life. You know very well that if you have a wealth mindset, your financial life is your own responsibility. Not the responsibility of the government, not the responsibility of your parents. Your financial life is your responsibility, not God's responsibility. I've told you people several times that God has already given you the brain. God has already given you the brain for you to make smarter financial decisions. God has already given you the brain for you to make smarter financial decisions. Therefore, you should take concern of your own finances because it is your responsibility to take care of your own financial life. Your personal finances is your own, not for the government. Whether you come from a poor family, at the end of the day, you were born alone. You need to take concern of your finances by yourself. Another character of people with wealth mindset, choosing growth over comfort. On the other side, someone with a poverty mindset, on the other side, someone with a poverty mindset, they choose comfort at the stage where they're supposed to be, at the stage where they're supposed to be planting, at the stage where they're supposed to be learning. For example, you are still in your 20s, you want to be enjoying parties, you want to keep, like every weekend you are going out, you're wasting money on going out and doing so many, just wasting money. Yet you know that you still have so much time to live. You're just in your 20s, you want to go spend money every weekend, not thinking, not knowing that tomorrow you'll still live. Tomorrow is another day to survive. Tomorrow is another day for you to live on this earth. But someone with a wealth mindset, someone with a wealth mindset, they choose growth. They choose growth over comfort. They choose to learn, continuous learning. They learn each and every time. Excuse me, please. Let me just close this door. Then I get back. Let me just close the door. I'm going to get some noise again. All right. So I was saying, someone with a wealth mindset, people with wealth mindset, they continue learning. They don't stop learning when they finish school. Even if they finish school today, they will still continue learning. Learning is part of their life because they know very well that the more they learn, the more they earn. The more they learn, the more they earn. That is someone with what? With a wealth mindset. They see money as a tool, not as a trophy. They see money as a tool. If money enters their account, they sit down and they plan. They don't just spend money for, they don't just be throwing money anyhow. They spend money with logic, not with emotions. That is someone with a wealth mindset. They don't spend money with what? With emotion. They spend money with logic, planning. So that is someone with a wealth mindset. Then what did I talk about? Long term planning. I've talked about it. Taking responsibility of your finances. I've talked about it. So someone with a wealth mindset, this kind of mindset produces discipline, smart investment. When you talk about smart investment, I've talked about it several times. This is a mindset whereby you don't just put your money in investments that you don't understand. You invest your money smartly. You invest in what you understand. You don't invest in what you don't understand. You invest your money smartly. You don't just throw money that, hey, I'm hearing. You have heard your friends are telling you that, hey, people are making money on forex trading. You also go and put money. Yet you don't have any knowledge on forex trading. You have heard your friends talking of, hey, there is this business opportunity that has come. I want to put money in it. You also enter, yet you don't have any knowledge in it. Then at the end of the day, you end up losing your money and you end up complaining that it is a scam. Yet it is something legit, but you didn't have any knowledge in it. So most times I like advising my students that if you don't have any knowledge in something, but you want to invest your money in it, instead of you just rushing to invest in it, first start by learning it. The same way I told the other girl from Soroti. When I gave her the other business idea, I told her that if you don't have any knowledge about this business, go to someone who is already in the field. Go and learn that business. After learning it, go and try it out. When you see it is working out, keep it consistent. Right now, as I speak, she has generated 7.5 million Ugandan shillings. 7.5 million Ugandan shillings because she started by learning it for about 1 month. After learning it, she went and she tried it. She saw customers coming every day. Customers were coming to buy her chips and chicken. People were buying because she was consistent. When she did it for a long period of time, about 7 months, she had already generated such amount of money, 7.5 million Ugandan shillings. So never invest in what you don't understand. Someone with a wealth mindset, they invest their money in what they understand. People with wealth mindset, they don't have only one source of income. They have several sources of income. Mm. Someone with a wealth mindset, they don't have only one source of income. They don't depend on a job only. They have other side hustles. Mm. They have other side hustles. Mm. Prince, am I clear? Is my network clear? Prince, if you are there, drop a comment and tell me if my network is clear. Mm. So, someone with a wealth mindset, they will always have multiple sources of income. They don't depend on only one source of income. Eh? A job is not a security. A job is just something whereby you should look at it like the money you get from the job is a source of capital for you to start something. So that is someone with a wealth mindset. Let me continue. Then someone with a wealth mindset, when you have wealth mindset, it produces future security. When I talk of future security, okay. When I talk of future security, you don't just spend money anyhow. I told people when you earn salary, you first pay yourself first. You pay yourself first in a way that you either save money for an investment or you save money for an emergency because like insecurities comes anytime. Mm? You might fall sick, your girlfriend might fall sick, your mother might fall sick, or you may get an accident, or your house might catch fire. Mm? Anything can happen in life. Therefore, having an emergency fund is something very, very important. Mm? It keeps you secured. It secures your future because you don't know what is coming ahead. Eh? Life is full of emergencies. Life happens, things happen. So, someone who has a wealth mindset, they know that I cannot spend all my money. Let me keep something, even if it is small. Let me keep it aside for emergency. Mm? Peace, confidence, and financial control. Let me talk about financial control. We talked about it under budgeting. We said when you have a budget gives you control. A budget gives you awareness. You have the confidence enough. When you wake up in the morning, you smile and you be like, I have some money saved in my account. I have an investment here going here. You don't stress yourself. You don't stress yourself. You understand? You don't stress yourself. So someone with a wealth mindset, they will always have peace because they know that they have something saved. So basically, that is a brief introduction to money mindset mastery. So, Prince, we have come to the end of our introduction. If there is any question, feel free to text me in the comment and I'll respond to you. We have 4 minutes to enter the next class. I don't know whether Emma is there. I'm seeing only one person. Emma, if you're there, please text, drop a comment. If you're there, Emma, drop a comment if you're there. If you have any question, can drop a comment. If you have any question, drop a comment. If it is not there, you can still drop a comment and tell me there is no question. Prince, any question? Any addition? Prince, any question? Prince, is there any question? If there is a question, just drop in the comment. All right. Thank you so much, Prince. If you still like to join the next class, 9 p.m. If you still want to join the 9 p.m. class, you are free to join. So for now, let me go and attend to the next class. Let me go and attend to the next class. Thank you so much. I'll get back to you. Shall catch up tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, Prince. I was just trying out this YouTube. I'm glad it is working. I was just trying it out. So it is actually working. Okay. Let me go off for now, then I come back for the next class.